Hi, my name is Alyssa Morris, and I decided to do my infographic on Rudolf Dreikurs and his mistaken behavior theory. According to the editors of Encyclopedia Britannica, Rudolf Dreikurs was an American psychiatrist and educator who studied at the University of Vienna before moving to the United States. While he lived in Vienna, he developed Alfred Adler's system of individual psychology, and he later used this system to help us understand children and their behavior better. Dreikurs was born February 8, 1897, and died May 25, 1972. Dreikurs believed that children misbehave when they feel left out or isolated. Dreikurs saw punishment as humiliating to children and believed that teachers and parents should rather take a preventative approach by observing children within their social settings. Dreikurs' mistaken behavior theory identifies 4 ways a child might attempt to fit in. Phase 1. Attention. The first phase Dreikurs identifies is seeking attention. In this phase, the student may only feel important when they're being noticed. This can be displayed in both good and bad ways. One good example could be a student going above and beyond to help the teacher clean up their classroom, and then trying to get a lot of notice from that. A bad way could be a student throwing a fit or throwing a tantrum. 2. Power. The second phase is asserting power. In this case, the student will begin to show defiance. For example, they might refuse to do an assignment or even refuse to participate in classroom activities. Number 3. Revenge. When the first 2 stages prove unsuccessful for the student seeks revenge. They feel like others are out to get them, so they try to feel better by getting them back. In this stage, a student might become disruptive when it comes down to classroom time. And stage 4, and arguably the very worst stage, is avoidance. The last stage is avoidance. In this stage, the student will start to show signs of feeling like they aren't enough. A famous quote by Rudolf Dreikurs in his book Encouraging Children to Learn is, "A child needs encouragement like a plant needs water." So, how does Dreikurs' teachings help us in the classroom today? Not only does Dreikurs help us identify the mistaken behaviors within our students, but he explains how we can help the students who display them. According to Diana Lang in 2020, Dreikurs encourages teachers to identify mistaken goals and then address them with the students and explain why their choices are wrong. Revenge seeking can be combated by giving the student opportunities to display their strengths and allowing them to find some acceptance through that. Further, in the case where a student is in the avoidance stage and displaying low self-esteem, Dreikurs expresses the importance of showing immense encouragement and reassurance, reminding students why it's okay to mess up. Dreikurs believed in democratic teaching, where the teacher isn't in a position of authority by giving the students some power and supporting them through that power. He believes that a teacher should help students navigate socially so that they can all find a sense of acceptance and importance, and that in doing so, misbehavior will cease to exist without the need for punishment. To sum it up, Dreikurs gives us all of these mistaken behaviors so that teachers can use them and figure out how to help them navigate socially. He doesn't believe in punishment, but rather guidance, and he believes that the reason people misbehave to begin with is because they don't feel like they're fitting in. Thank you for listening to my presentation.